look at that. Richmond BMW. Richmond-BMW something.com. Maybe it's just BMW.com. That's Richmond BMW Cars. There's no BMW motorcycle dealer in Richmond. The nearest one is in Fredericksburg, an hour north. The next nearest one is in Chesapeake, at least an hour and a half east towards the Atlantic Ocean. And I say at least an hour and a half because it can take significantly longer than that if you get hooked up on traffic. Traffic on I-64 can be pretty ratty. I guess they're just going to go around the world to the right. Nope, they're turning. See you later. That BMW was built in the United States. It's where they build. I think I read somewhere that they built over 400,000 BMWs in South Carolina. I don't know if that's per year or total, but they make the big hulking SUVs down there, which is an amazing piece of technology. I drove one once for about 10 minutes on BMW's obstacle course, and we were just getting a feel for it. It was absolutely amazing. Just really impressive technology. Certainly if I had the money, I would probably buy a BMW car. And I say that knowing that I probably wouldn't buy a car. If I had enough money to buy a car, I would take a little bit of it, buy a crappy used car, and then get a really nice motorcycle. Normally talking about nice new motorcycles, this is where I would mention the Indian FTR 1200S that I've got ordered, but I'm going to resist the urge to do that. I'm excited for my friend Scott out in Oregon. He just got a brand new R1250 GS. Posted some pictures of it on Facebook last night, and it's beautiful. I'm jealous a little bit. I got my own new bike incoming, so I'm not like super jealous, but the new 1250, the technology just looks amazing. And it's a BMW. Whenever anybody I know gets a new BMW, any new motorcycle, I'm excited for them and a little jealous. Just like I hope they'll be excited for me and maybe even a little jealous. But I'm really looking forward to that Indian coming in. That'll be a nice new addition to the shed. And I plan to ride it for 10,000 miles before I modify it. And the only thing that might hitch that up is if my GS goes south and I need to figure out how to strap a bag on the back of that FTR. And if that happens, then I'll just put the cargo rack on it. That'll be the only modification. But I want to ride it the way that Indian designed it first for at least 8,000 to 10,000 miles, just so I can experience it the way that it was meant to be. I know they got this, I don't know what you call them, collections for, you know, rally and sport and touring and stuff like that. The accessories that are kind of meant to go together. And that's cool. No judgment, no disparagement of the people who want to buy it, modify it immediately. But I want to give it about a year at least, just to discover the essence of the bike. You know, is it a hooligan bike, or is it a universal bike? It wouldn't be a UJM, but there's never been any such thing as a UAM. I don't know, maybe the Sportster. So I want to seek out the essence of the motorcycle before I start trying to bend it to my will. the bicycle rack and no bicycles. That seems like a waste. I got that Beach Boys song stuck in my head. I'm doing you a favor by not singing it to you. I wish I knew the lyrics exactly. That would make me a lot happier. I'm going to have to go home and pull it up on the computer. I'm sure I can find a live performance of it somewhere in history on the YouTube. Oh, what a lovely day. One of my favorite things in the world is to be on a motorcycle and not be in a hurry to get anywhere. I make a joke about sometimes you get stuck behind somebody who's got nowhere to go, but they got all damn day to get there. They're just out moseying. And it only matters if you're in a hurry, if you're trying to get someplace. So I really like being on a motorcycle and not having to be someplace. I mean, I'm headed to a meeting, and that's fine. I have someplace to be, but the meeting doesn't technically start till 9:30, and it's only almost 9 o'clock, so I'm not in a rush. I can kind of enjoy the scenery a little bit. Enjoy living this close to a nice city that has tons of amenities, but not having to actually live in the city. Thinking if I lived this close to DC, or New York or San Francisco as I do to Richmond, I would be one broke ass MFer, because property values, property prices, whatever you want to call it. City Stadium, that's me. Rosewood Avenue. I think that's me. Well, we'll find out in a minute. Even if it's not, it ain't that hard to get around. But yeah, if I lived as close to a really big city, DC, New York, San Francisco, Denver, as I do to Richmond, I probably wouldn't be able to afford a new motorcycle, for one. Yeah, this is definitely the right exit. I wouldn't be able to afford a new motorcycle. I probably wouldn't be able to afford the house I'm living in. So I'm definitely not complaining about where I live or the proximity to a nice southern city, even if it is going to be murderously hot this summer, like it always is. Hot and humid every summer. I don't know why people complain about it. It never changes.